Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike Zagare here. I'm here with Igor, and we have some really cool information for you today. Igor was so nice to have me come on his channel to talk about a cause that we're both backing and getting behind this holiday season. So it's our mission to share that information with you. So what's up, Igor? How you doing?
Doing great, and thank you for joining on our channel. It's very great opportunity to have you here because of the cause that you're spreading all over the world. So if you can just tell us what the 12 days of nuggets are and what are the ultimate cause for this, and what all the people watching the series can expect from it.
Yeah. So this all came into my mind a couple of years back when I went to an event called Capitalism Conference, which was put on by Ryan Daniel Moran, which a lot of you might follow him. At the third day, he had this keynote speaker come on who was talking all about this horrific global tragedy that is child slavery. So at the time, my partner and I were like taken back by how big of a problem it actually is. In fact, if you go on Google and you type in how many human slaves are there, there's 40.3 million human slaves right now. So this is not a problem that has been eradicated. That exists right now. 1 in 4 are children. So basically, this is a massive problem, and those children are used to then fuel the sex slave industry, and it's a global pandemic. So what Operation Underground Railroad does is they go into these countries, they work with local law enforcement, police officers, CIA agents, and they go in there and they infiltrate these rings and they break them up. They learn more about these networks and they set these kids free, and then they have a rehab program afterwards. So my partner and I were really taken back by what they do and the impact that they were having. And that planted seeds in my mind. Then 2 years later, the law of the harvest, these seeds then started to grow in my mind. And I wanted a way to give back to the PPC Entourage community by providing value to them in terms of like content or videos or whatever the case may be. And I thought, you know what? What if instead of just me, because I know a lot about Amazon, but we have a lot of people in the community that know a lot of stuff too. What if we all combined our experience, our knowledge, our wisdom, and created this nugget event where we share our nuggets and also help to raise awareness for this cause? So that was the beginning, Igor, of the Days of Nuggets, and that was
Awesome.
last year. And man, I tell you, it was amazing because people just united behind this cause. We had one person join. I think like the first person I might have reached out to was either Danny or Liron. And as soon as they joined, it was like a ripple effect of everyone joined this network together to make a difference and to
Yeah,
help this
everybody
cause.
wanted to be part of it. Such a noble event. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I could
And I
talk a little bit.
remember, yeah, sorry, I remember a few of those golden nuggets from last year. I know that people were talking about them a few months later on. Like
Oh,
it was awesome. Yeah,
yeah, that's great.
I know that even the Miro had great performance last year. So I think it would be awesome this year too from all of the people joining.
Yeah, and Igor's first year joining us. You've got a great nugget to share. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second.
Yep. Yep.
And then also, I just want to share that there's 3 initiatives with the Days of Nuggets. The first one is to raise massive awareness. So these nuggets are short. The definition of a nugget is a short, actionable piece of content that you can use to improve your business. So this is something that could be something like based on someone's wisdom that has helped their business. They're going to package that into a short piece of video content, not like a 50-minute presentation or a 2-hour
Yeah.
presentation. We wanted something that was heavy hitting, but short. Also, we believe that because they're short, they can become more shareable. You can share it across the webs, Twitter, Facebook, on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So that'll help spread the word of the cause and the mission, which is Operation Underground Railroad. Number 2 is eventually want to raise $1 million. Now I say eventually, I think we could do it this year. What do you think, Igor? Think we raise it?
I think the much more talk about it this year. So I'm expecting that it's going to be over that, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So we want to raise
it's up to
$1 million,
us to
which
spread the word. Yeah.
yeah, spread the word. That saves every $2,500 saves one kid, but it also saves future kids from being, taken into those rings. And it also scares the living daylights out of the people that are doing this, because there's more action and more people that are aware of this. And the more we make people aware of this, the less likely they are to go ahead and do this kind of behavior and this kind of activity. So that's number two, is to raise $1 million. Number three is to empower sellers to take these nuggets, implement them on their business, get some really quick wins under their belt, grow a brand, maybe one day sell that brand. And when you can, whether that be now or maybe even more in the future, give back even more. Give back even more to help eradicate this problem. I think this is the biggest pandemic that the world has ever seen. I think
Yeah.
it brings us all down in ways we probably don't even know. And it's unimaginable to consider that kids are in this condition with zero freedom. And I don't know about you, Igor, but I love freedom. I think that's why I'm an entrepreneur, is I love
Freedom is number
freedom.
one thing, and it should be for all of us. Yeah.
Right. It's
Definitely.
critical, and these kids are totally lacking any kind of freedom. So
Yeah,
I
I
want
remember one image that you shared last year about after the action of rescuing one child. It was the horrific image where there was some very bad conditions and the bed, and there was like a painting of the kid on the wall. So it was
right.
like really heartbreaking to see that those kind of environments for the little kid, and still the kid had that shine in its mind, just to have some part of imagination still alive to draw something on the wall. So it was heartbreaking, honestly.
Yeah,
I
it's a hard
still
image to
remember that
see.
image. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because the conditions are appalling. It's like there's like clothes everywhere and food and dirt and filth. And there was a dog that went in and found OUR has dogs that can sniff out hard drives. So like if these traffickers have hard drives of whatever they're doing with these kids stashed away, the dogs come in and can actually find all that. And I think they have like 50 dogs just in the US. And by the way, this is a global problem. It is definitely the US. It's, as far as I understand, it's every single country. There are certain hotspots, but a lot of people who live in the US think it's something else that goes on in another country. No, it happens here. If you go to polarisproject.org, you can see that there's a heat map of all of the activity of people that have been of traffickers that have been found and calls that have come in, and it's almost like a bright red United States. There's certain hotspots, but it's a major problem. And, our mission is to help sellers become more aware of this, and then
Yeah.
also empower sellers to do things on their own. Like, Igor, I was thinking, like, what about packaging inserts? Like that's a whole way to distribute information, when all of these sellers who sell millions of units can get that information out and bypass social media, bypass everything, get it into the insert. And now other people are aware of it. We're kind of thinking of other ideas
That's such a great idea. Yeah. The
yeah,
inserts would be an awesome impact, I think. Yeah,
yeah.
and I really like the initiative that you have, because those nuggets are really packed with knowledge. I mean, it's like the juice from all the years and accounts that all the PPC experts are managing, and just you squeeze everything out of it, and just that few drops shared in a 5 to 10 minute video with the sellers. I think it's an awesome format to have nowadays, because nobody have enough time to watch the videos, even though they are also packed with knowledge. So I really like the
Yeah.
fact that you developed that kind of format for
Yeah,
the
well
sellers.
said. And in an effort to keep this video short and sweet, we talked about keeping this video short so it wasn't too overwhelming
Yeah.
and long. We're going to wrap this video up really soon. But what I wanted to do is just ask Igor about his nugget, because he contributed this year. I'm not quite sure when it's being released, but it will be released soon. So tell us about your nugget, and without giving it away, because by
I
the
don't
way, if
I
you go
won't.
to daysofnuggets.com, you can get access to these nuggets. If you make a donation of $89 or more, you get a $50 pick food credit, and you get all the nuggets, all of them. Not just a small
Awesome.
bite-sized nuggets, you get the full length nuggets and some other cool things. So tell us about and tease
Yeah,
us a little bit about your nugget.
I will. Basically, what I've seen for the last couple of years doing with a lot of sellers and doing a lot of audits for the accounts that we manage, even for those that we don't manage because we do the audits for free, is that regardless of how many times it's already said, regardless that information is out there, but there's still so many sellers losing money on such a easy things to change in their campaign manager. So I've gathered 3 of those and just shared because those 3 are most common mistakes that I've seen, and I'm over and over again puzzled how is it possible that there's still somebody out there not implementing this kind of stuff. So I really try to make it as short as possible. I mean, I could go on with the list of the usual things that missing from the accounts, but I summed it up really shortly as we agreed.
Awesome. And this is the beautiful thing about a Nugget. He took the 3 things that he sees the most common that are really quick and easy, some changes you can make to your accounts to save money, put more money back in your pocket, and improve your business. So it's a win-win across the board. So to view this Nugget, go to daysofnuggets.com, watch that, make a donation, $89. You get to see Igor's Nugget, Igor's Nuggets, excuse me, and also how many other nuggets? About 60 other nuggets, just like this, across all different topics to help grow your business. So thank you so much. That was awesome. And any questions from me or of me?
No, again, thank you for doing all of this for all of those kids, and really I appreciate that because I'm a father too, so I cannot even imagine that somebody's going through that. Really, thumbs up, and hopefully we'll get to that 1 million this year and raise the bar for the next.
Absolutely. And thank you for contributing, and thank you out there for contributing as well. Share this as far as you possibly can.
I definitely will. Yeah.
I'll see you on daysofnuggets.com.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.